Happy Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your Thanksgiving with your family and friends and really embraced what life is about. Obviously not taking too much into account about the actual holiday which was created by Thanksgiving because it was horrendous and very, very violent. But hopefully you guys enjoyed yourselves because it's a time where you can engorge and become fat for one day, which a lot of Americans do on a regular, everyday basis. But this one day, hopefully you were able to enjoy yourself based on just the tradition of the holiday and have some fun. It was really taboo that the Washington Redskins tweeted out Happy Thanksgiving, though. That's kind of ridiculous if you guys know history. But either way, Thursday, November 26th, the Thanksgiving games, we're going to go ahead and start off with the Eagles at the Lions. Now, I picked the Eagles. I don't even know who I picked. I don't really care about either one of these coaches, but I probably picked the Eagles last week just to make sure that the NFC East would keep on being, stupid as it is. The NFC East is a joke. And, Chip Jelly Kelly, that dude is a joke. Like, I don't think the team is playing for him right now. I think that the city of Philadelphia is in a bind right now because Jeff Lurie, giving him control of the team, he got rid of a lot of guys, and I knew it was going to come back to haunt him, but not like this, man. I don't know if anybody deserves this, bro. Like, at some point, you got to have a heart, and it's looking really, really bad for the Eagles. I don't know what's going to happen with Chip Kelly. I can't give you guys a premonition of what's going to happen to him, but it doesn't make any sense for him to be back next year. And the reason that I say that is because everybody needs to be fired, and they need to start from scratch. And this is what happens when you get a team right now, right? Listen, you guys got to understand something. I don't really care about the color and all that kind of stuff like that. And people were accusing Chip Jelly Kelly of being a racist, which I don't, racists can't exist because we're all one race, the human race. But a prejudiced person because he got rid of a lot of the people of color that were great athletes on the team. Deshaun Jackson, LaShawn McCoy, Macklin, stuff like that. Guys that worked for the team. Since then, the team has been a total nightmare. Once he traded to get Sam Bradford, I think he gave him a number 2 pick and Nick Foles. I don't know what he did. He did something stupid because he looks fat and dumb. But I'm going to tell you this right now. I knew it was going to come back to bite him, but not like this. This is something that's so bad. This is really, really bad. The display of this team has been horrendous. It has been horrendous. It's unacceptable. He has been an embarrassment to that city. I'm pretty sure he gets no love anywhere he goes there because Philly is a very tough city, man. It's not a kind of place that you want to go for brotherly love. Even though they are supposedly, quote unquote, known for brotherly love, they don't play that shit. When you start doing craziness, everybody that knows that's been to Philly, you guys know that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I used to go there sometimes for different things. And I love their cheesesteaks, by the way, but they don't play around. Like I seen them try to attack dudes walking around with giant hats on. Like these dudes don't play games. So I'm talking strictly about the Eagles fans right now. I'm not trying to say anything else about the city and throw no shade on them or nothing like that. I'm talking about sports fans right now. Let's keep it clean. The sports fans are about their business. They don't play that. Most of them are crazy and they will come at you if you're wearing another type of paraphernalia or whatever the F you're doing from another team in the NFC East. They specifically hate the Giants. But I actually forgot I was wearing one of my Giants hats when I went out there. Even though I'm not a Giants fan, I just had the hat for some reason because the hat was hot and I bought it from the NFL store or whatever. But they were like, yo, what's going on with that? I'm like, listen, bro, I'm here to get a cheesesteak. You know what I'm saying, bro? Yeah, I'm about to beat the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to get into what actually happened, but long story short, I got my cheesesteak unscathed. But the Eagles right now are a joke. They suck. Their head coach sucks. Mark Dirty Sanchez sucks. Why would you keep him as a backup though? That's it's a lot of things. Why is Riley Cooper still on the team though? Like it's a lot of things that Chip Kelly has to answer for, and I don't think that he's going to have the right answer. The bottom line is the Eagles are disgusting. They're a joke, and I don't know how long this lasts there. I would fire him now. If I'm Jeff Lurie, I would fire him now. The owner of the Eagles, I would fire him now to just start to rebuild now. He's a failure. A lot of people have brought up the fact that he didn't win when he was in Oregon, didn't win any major things. He just had a really high-powered offense, but he was able to sell himself enough to get this money in the NFL. And I'm not mad at him for that. Get your money. Listen, you have limited time to get your money. Go ahead and get your money. But he just looks like Humpty Dumpty, and it looks like after he fell off the wall, and he just looks so disgusting. And it's getting to a point where it really needs to stop. It has to stop. The bleeding has to stop. You got to cover the wound right now. You got to get some Neosporin, and you got to get rid of Chip Kelly and Dirty Sanchez. And, you know, once you get rid of Chip Jelly Kelly and Dirty Sanchez, maybe you can rebuild. Those two guys suck, bro. The rest of the team, I don't even know what's going on that team. Aguilar, all these, they're bums, bro. I don't know what they're doing. Let me just be honest with you. Watching this game, bro, I wanted to throw up in my mouth several times. Like, first of all, Jim Caldwell's speech after the game, I just see, and this was pissing me off. They're not gonna fire him now because he's on a 3-game winning streak or whatever, and they're winning games. But I think what is the offensive coordinator's name? Scuba Dooba Doo or whatever his name is, Booba Dooba Doo. I don't know what his name is, but apparently Matthew Stafford's in love with him. He's aggressively play calling. Calvin Johnson thinks that he's Megatron again, 3 touchdowns. I don't care about all that. You're playing against a rookie that's a bum. I would throw it up to you too if I'm a quarterback. Who else am I throw it to? That's what makes Matthew Stafford a great QB in this league. Is when Megatron is playing like Megatron. Everybody knows that. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Geico's insurance in New York City. It's the cheapest. Everybody knows that. It doesn't really matter. Bottom line is this. Jim Caldwell is going to remain the coach, and that pisses me off. That's what pisses me off about this game. Everything else that's going on, I understand, but that's what pisses me off. And I'm not like pushing for a guy to lose his job. I'm just saying that I don't think he's the right coach to bring the Lions someplace where they should be. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, the Lions played well. Stafford was on fire. 5 touchdowns, 3 of them to Calvin Johnson. I don't know what else he was doing. I was just looking at the game and I was disgusted. Ziggy Ansah is a monster in this league that doesn't get a lot of credit, defensive end, because the team always sucks. And I saw a lot of things. I think this was probably one of the first games that I actually, because it's a Thanksgiving game, and I really got to focus and see what the Lions are doing. And Abdullah played decent. It was a lot of things that I was able to see. And the Lions are really not a bad team. If you look at them, they live and die with Stafford's arm, though. If he's not playing well and giving a little bit of momentum to the defense, the team just struggles. So Megatron has to get open. Megatron has to make plays, and that's what happened. And thus, it's a blowout. So it wasn't anything that was like really, really surprising to me because I don't believe in the Eagles. I never did, and I've told you guys that. If you guys been following all my podcasts since week 1, I've been very honest with you. I don't believe in the Eagles. I thought that they had a chance to do something special from the preseason coming in, and they just been a complete letdown since the season started. So I'm not really sold on them, and I don't care about what happens to Chip Jelly Kelly or Mark Dirty Sanchez. But this was an embarrassment on Thanksgiving when most people that are avid football fans are watching the game. For you to come out and put this display on Eagles, I felt real bad for the city of Philadelphia, man. I just don't like it. I don't like when fans are so diehard and people put together a product like this. This is embarrassing. It's a joke, and the Eagles need to be dismantled and brought back together again. That's it. That's all I have to say about it. Kudos to the Lions. You guys are on a 3-game winning streak. I don't care, bro. You guys suck, but you don't really suck, though. I'm just saying that because I'm angry, and I'm not angry at you, Lions. I'm angry because this offensive coordinator, Cock-a-doodle-doo, or Cook-a-doodle-doodle-doo, is making this guy Matthew Stafford think he's the boss. He threw dots to Calvin Johnson, bro, and it was decent throws, but we got to see what happens. You're playing bums, bro. You're not really, whatever. And then the Eagles got to play the Patriots next. How do you talk to your team to get prepared for the Patriots when you lose to the Lions like this? Chip Jelly Kelly, dog, like, I don't know what's going to happen with him, bro. But this is going to be very, very tough for the Eagles, man. I don't know, because the Patriots, they're going to beat the hell out of these guys, man. It's not even fair what's about to happen to the Eagles. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're an Eagles fan, man, I would try to go out in front of the stadium and start putting up picket signs and saying, get rid of Chip Jelly Kelly. Seriously, bro. He's not doing the job, man. I just don't know. I just don't like to see anybody's team in particular struggle. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to see it as much. Like, I like to see blowouts, but this is really, really bad for the city. And I'm not looking at it from a team aspect. The athletes still get paid, but I know diehard fans that it really affects their life. Like, they're really like in somber, and like that's why as a young dude growing up, I didn't ever want to be a fan of any team because these guys they don't care. They're getting paid. They don't care, bro. Like, some of it, like, I think the Eagles team gave up on Chip Jelly Kelly a long time ago. You got Riley Cooper trying to jump over the fence and kill niggers and shit like that on video. You get rid of everybody that's black, that's good receivers and running backs, and you keep him, and then he's just a bum. And then I saw during one of the cutaways that the rookie Aguilar was talking to him, talking to Riley Cooper about like trying to motivate and get him to go. Riley Cooper like, bro, you a person of color, get the hell out of my face, bro. Like, it's just really, really bad what's going on with the Eagles, and I don't know what's going to happen in the future. And I'm very disgusted with them and Chip Jelly Kelly and Dirty Sanchez. That's just my opinion about them. Panthers at the Cowboys. This game was disgusting. It was 2 blowouts in a row. Listen, let me just tell you something about Josh Norman. He said that Dez Bryant should give us $70 million back. Dez Bryant looked rather pedestrian. And, you know, of course, Tony Romo's injured again, of course. Listen, the Dallas Cowboys, it's going to happen, bro. I knew that the Panthers would probably win the game. I didn't think it would be like this. And a lot of people were begging for Tony Romo to come back. Tony Romo is back to being the old Tony Romo. You know, even though he's injured, he probably won't play again. I think they should just get rid of him. He's too old, whatever. I think if they would have drafted Johnny Manziel, things would have been a lot better. They had the opportunity to, and they didn't. You know, his son, Jerry Jones' son, convinced him not to. I think because right now, the stuff that's going on with Manziel, you know, him being out partying and not getting a chance to start for the rest, they don't like that kid, man. And it's not fair. I don't care. You know, a person of color, Caucasian, whatever your color. Listen, bro, I don't care. It's not fair. Fair is, yo, bro, not fair is not fair. And it's not fair what they're doing to Johnny Manziel right now. And they're crushing that young man's spirits. I know he's been involved in a lot of things that are, you know, catastrophic. But regardless of the situation, the way that they're handling it is not good. I don't like it. And I'm not a Johnny Manziel fan. I love watching him play at Texas A&M. I'm not a Johnny Manziel fan. I just don't like when I visibly see that you're not giving any, you know, you're not giving a person the proper opportunity to succeed. And what is it, Mike Pettin? He should be fired with his roly-poly head. I hate him. Well, I don't hate anyone. I just dislike him very, very strongly. And it's not cool what he's doing to that young man's psyche. It's not good what he's doing to Johnny Manziel. And I'm telling you this right now, if he's back as head coach, the Cleveland Browns need to do something about that. The fans need to come together and realize what the problem is, and the problem is Mike Pettin. You know, I know he didn't want him, and it's similar to what's happening with RG3. A lot of the only the owner likes him, you know, and everybody that's been brought in there has just continued to disintegrate what was left of his confidence, and it's not fair to what they're doing because these kids they're still kids, they're young men, they still have chances to succeed. Johnny Manziel still has a chance to succeed. He has to leave the Browns, and if he had a decent manager or whatever or staff behind him, that's what would be happening behind the scenes right now. He cannot return to the Cleveland Browns no matter what. He cannot return there. Now, getting back to the Panthers and the Cowboys, Cam Newton, bro, you didn't really have to do much this game because your defense was all over Tony Romo. Kuechly picked the ball up like he looked like the pass was for him. When I was going to Jason Wade, he got up pretty high. I didn't even know that he had any jump capability. You know what I'm saying, bro? I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, White Man Can't Jump, Wesley Snipes and you know, Woody Harrelson, but I didn't know Kuechly was getting up like that. They completely and utterly dismantled the Cowboys, destroyed them. Dez Bryant is a joke at this point. Josh Norman is a shutdown corner in this league. I don't care what anybody says. I'm not concerned about it. He's a shutdown corner in this league. I would, at this point, take him over Darrelle Revis or Richard Sherman. I really just don't know what's going on. But we can all now know that the Cowboy season is over. We can all now know that Jerry Jones has once again not come through for the Dallas Cowboys. He hasn't. The city of Dallas has to be in an uproar, bro. You came out here running off at the mouth, putting all your hope and prayers in a freaking injury-prone quarterback, Tony Romo, and now look at you, bro. It's bad. It's bad because, you know, I understand your son is saying you know, don't draft him. If you draft Johnny Manziel, I guarantee you, Cowboy fans, the Whedons of the world with the other Matt Castles, if you have Johnny Manziel with that offensive line that can move around, give him a little bit of protection, have the run game going and stuff like that, Johnny Manziel would have been in heaven. You would have got some of those wins. It wouldn't be the way it is now, even if Tony Romo got injured. We don't know how Johnny Manziel would have operated in the city of Dallas. We don't know. But you have to give these guys a chance. You don't pass up Johnny Manziel if you have a chance to get him coming out of Texas A&M. You just don't do it. And that's what the Cowboys are realizing now, that a quarterback is not something simple. You got two dumb douchebags in Whedon and Matt Castle who are the worst you can actually get. They're worse than Mark Dirty Sanchez. And that's who you have under center to back up Tony Romo. And you're wondering why you're out of the playoffs? All right, we're done with them. Congratulations to the city of Charlotte, man. Listen, bro. They came out in this game. Like, listen, bro. They came out. I'm going to give you guys like a visual. They came out like they were in a sex party with a massive erection. That's how, I don't mean to be like drastic with it, but they came out ready to bang. And that's what they did. Picks for 6. They came out and jumped doing this, bro. I knew the game was over, bro. Josh Norman's all over the field, batting down the first pass to Dez Bryant. Bro, it was just, Tony Romo had a chance to hit him when he stepped up in the pocket and overthrew him early on in the game. But I'm going to tell you guys this right now, man. The Panthers came out in this game like a bat out of hell, bro. They were not playing any games. And they went out there and they destroyed what is left of the Dallas Cowboys. A lot of respect to them boys, man. That blue looks better than how the San Diego Chargers blue used to, the baby blue the San Diego Chargers used to have. I like that blue the Panthers played in yesterday. And they beat the shit out of the Cowboys, man. Moment of silence, but I'm never going to be silent about it for the Cowboys. They're done, bro. They suck. Bears at Packers, our last game. People laughed at me when I said that the Packers were going to lose this game. I actually bet this game and won. And I'm very happy about that. And even the person, when I'm betting, the people are like, what the hell, you betting against Aaron Rodgers? And, in past podcasts, recently I've said that Aaron Rodgers is a bum. Obviously, you can look at his career and see that overall he's been, pretty good when Jordy Nelson has been around and things like that. And, he's compared to all these kind of guys and stuff like that. But when you're a Hall of Famer, it's consistency. It's finding ways to win even when your team is effed up. And that's why I like to bring up Tom Brady, because I don't even know who his receivers are. And he makes plays even prior to Randy Moss and after Randy Moss. And you have to be able to get, short passes, drags. You got to be able to do what is necessary to win. That is my point. And at this point, with Jordy Nelson being out, I don't know what's going on. James Jones, once again, had 0 yards. Adams is not really doing what he's supposed to do. And Jay Cutler is doing just enough for these guys to win. Okay, Aaron Rodgers got injured. Whoop-de-doo. The guy, second string guy came in, almost won the game. Whoop-de-doo. It doesn't matter, bro. Oh, I didn't have feeling in my arm. Bro, I don't give a shit, bro. I don't care. You know what I'm saying, bro? It's cold there. You're in Lambeau. You retire Brett Favre's jersey. All this stuff comes out. Bart Starr is hugging Brett Favre. It's emotional. It's crazy. All this stuff. And then the Green Bay Packers lose. Are you serious? You lose to the Bears, though? Okay. Yo, bro, you come out, you have a wild party against the Vikings. Everybody think that you're back. I'm like, no, they're not. I don't get anything from it, bro. People are gonna lose. It's a divisional game. Stuff's gonna happen. Whatever. It happens like that. That's why you can't bet these games the same way when they're divisional. It doesn't make any sense to do it because these teams know each other, bro. It's not the same thing. John Fox is not a good coach, head coach in the league. I know that, but even I know that it's possible, that they could win this game. John Fox chews his gum way too hard. That's why I don't like him. You can't chew your gum that hard. It's not going anywhere, bro. Take your time. And, I really don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening with the Packers, but I'm telling you this right now, let's just be happy. Well, not us, but, Packer fans be happy that it's in this non-throwing shoulder, the clavicle that, apparently got injured during the game. But, Aaron Rodgers just hasn't been Aaron Rodgers. This is another week in which I started James Jones in my fantasy league that he's come up with 0 points. I don't understand what's happening. I know he had some drops. I know a lot of the things happened that shouldn't have happened. Whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about all that. The bottom line is Aaron Rodgers doesn't look like Aaron Rodgers. Okay? And when I call him a bum, I go on a week-to-week basis on my podcast, and I don't give a F what you guys think about my opinion because they're my opinions. So leave an opinion that's objective or you won't see your comment. And it's as simple as that, bro. Like, you guys are clowns. I don't know what the hell you don't understand. Like, bro, it's my opinion. Aaron Rodgers is playing like a total bum right now. That's what he's doing right now. I'm not talking about his legacy. So like Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant needs to retire right now. That doesn't mean that Kobe Bryant wasn't a great player and he wasn't one of the greatest players to play in the NBA. He's a bum right now. And that's what's happening to Aaron Rodgers. He lost his number 1 receiver and now he's a bum. And you guys got to deal with it. Even that fat piece of crap, what was it? Eddie Lacy that came out, playing well that I cut for my team, and then he cost me yards because I cut him. He came out playing well, then fumbled, of course, whatever. It's just the Packers are just a joke. But let's give the Bears some credit. They're coming out there and they're playing hard, and I told you guys this 3 weeks ago. I like what I'm seeing from Jay Cutler. I'm seeing emotion. I'm seeing him play like he wants to win, and it's something different. And I like it. I like it for the city of Chicago, and I don't care, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? I like what they're doing. They're coming out and beating all these teams, and that's what you guys get. That's exactly what you get. Now look, Cutler outshines Aaron Rodgers. It's a laughable situation, but it's true. That's what happened. Deal with it. For the rest of the games, if you guys want to know what my picks were, go check out my previous podcast from the Monday night game that was ending for Week 11. This is the Week 12 2015 NFL startup, and this is the Thanksgiving games. Again, I want to thank you guys for checking me out. You could definitely get these things on iTunes and Android, syndicated worldwide. Android, you have to download the Podcast Source app, and you can find the GmiasWorld podcast inside that. As far as iTunes, just go to the podcast. iTunes have their own podcast. You can just search GmiasWorld podcast, you'll get it. Download it for free, enjoy it, share it, and hopefully you guys in other countries are continuing to enjoy it. And I'll be back after the Sunday games with more. Enjoy the rest of your Black Friday, whatever you guys want to call it. Be safe out there. Until next time, one love.